Oh, okay. Question from a subscriber: Do you need to be all about self or selfish to get a bag? To make sure you secure the bag. You know how everybody these days, especially on social media, they kind of, it's all about self and self promotion and just self. Do you need that to get a bag? And shit, do you need that to even secure a significant other?
I think so. I think you have to focus on yourself before you can really give attention to anybody else. I think it's really like, how can you, the phrase I hear the most is, how can you pour out of an empty cup? If you don't have much to give, how can you give anything to somebody else? The best way to have something to give is to build yourself up. Focus on yourself first. Get the education you need, get to the extra job that you need, whatever extra source of income or whatever else that you may be going. You got to fix those situations first, because if you have 5 problems that you're dealing with, how can you? It's much more of a burden on you to add on to how many ever other problems another person may have. So even though life is full of problems, and life and problems are going to come up consistently, you got to focus on yourself. I think you have to focus on yourself first before you really give that attention and effort to somebody else, unless though the people that you are surrounding yourself with are, at least the two of you are on one accord in accomplishing goals. That's what I think.
I got like a double answer though, because it all depends on where you're at in your life too, as well. It's like, if you already single and everything, yeah, I think you should just focus on yourself, like Spacer said. Focus on everything about you. Don't try to get in no serious thing. But if you already got us like a significant other or somebody like that, nah, I don't think you gotta, because that's just like you saying, like, you're gonna go against your morals, everything you stand for, just to get the bag. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people go against their better judgment just because it's a bag attached to it. And that ain't gonna do nothing, but you're gonna lose yourself in chasing a bag. So now you're gonna be back at square one, because now you're gonna be like, I got all this money, I did all this, but now you were sitting there trolling, you were sitting up here now you doing all this work at 50, 60 years old that you could have been dead when you was like 20, 25, 30, because you sit up there and you lost yourself all playing a character. Instead of just being strictly who you is, motherfucker, fuck what you they do. They don't. But you being a character to yourself because you chasing money, because you thinking this what the people want to see, this what it get me paid. And that's what a lot of celebrities now. That's why they going through what they going through now. It's like people be always talking about some, that wasn't really me. I'm finding myself now. I had trauma and all this, but you still project that stuff on other people, though. You still was like, making fun of other people, but you say that wasn't you. Yeah, that was you. That was the real you. Now you trying to find yourself and reinvent yourself now. But that was the real you when you was doing all that stuff. Because if that wasn't the real you, you wouldn't have did it regardless. If that's not who you are, you're not going to really, take heed and just run with it like that. You're not going to, what I'm trying to say. You're not, like we might joke, but at heart, motherfuckers got kind hearts. Motherfuckers still got hearts. Motherfuckers still got, I'm not going to do nothing to hurt nobody.
Right.
So that's my answer. It's like it's kind of both for me. It's like if you're single, yeah, work on yourself. Like Spacer said, do everything you need to do for yourself. But if you're in a relationship, no, you don't have to sacrifice yourself. Y'all can still work on each other with each other together, and you can still do that. You don't have to go against your morals and all that, your moral compass and judgment.
Would you say that in order to gain wealth, that you have to be selfish?
You'll probably have to do something crazy. You have to probably do
something crazy.
I ain't gonna say, I don't know. I can't say something crazy because, I don't like, we always talk about that, and I'm on the fence about that. Sometimes I'll be seeing where y'all coming from, but then sometimes it's not, because I'm like, so the way people be saying when they talk about the naughty, they talk about, all this other stuff and all what you have to do. So that means if you ever make it, that means you did that stuff too then, right?
Probably.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like to just shit on somebody's accomplishment, because maybe you just really work hard and you did what you did. You know, you worked hard at doing what you're doing. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what you did. But I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if shit keep going strange and shit like, then I'm looking at you kind of sideways too at the same time too.
But it seems to go strange for everybody that really make it. That's the key point. I mean, not the key point, but it seems like it goes strange for everybody.
I understand. I get where you're coming from. I totally get it. But I'm just saying, I don't like to, because I wouldn't want nobody diminishing, like, this point where I'm at in my life now. I work hard as hell just to get to this point. And I still got a long way to go, but I don't want you diminishing the little bit I have done, talking about I did this or I fucked over this person, fucked over that person just to get where I'm at right now.
Right, because, I mean, I think you haven't, right?
Yeah.
But if it's an opportunity where somebody say, well, okay, I don't know, you trucking for $100 million or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's something that you've done to get that. You know what I mean? Like it's
a price on it.
Yeah, it's a price on everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can probably make your first couple million without motherfuckers knocking on your door, but after a while, somebody's gonna take notice. And that's what it boils down to. It's like I think it's some type of invisible ceiling. Invisible, you know what I mean, that you're gonna break through, and then eventually somebody's gonna come and knock it. Right? Even though, I'm not trying to get into the subject, but we was talking, the P. Diddy situation, right? And Aaron Hall and what he said, like, he intentionally brought, I don't know why he did it, but he intentionally brought Denzel Washington's name in the whole play. Nobody ever said nothing about Denzel, ever. Right? You see what I'm saying? Which got me to thinking that if Aaron Hall was in here doing what he was doing, then, with the underage, he's saying people come to his crib, the first name that come out of his mouth is Denzel. It's like, damn, okay, well, shit, Denzel was there with the kids.
Oh, he hit him with it's way more bigger than Nino Brown.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fucked up. Man.
So I'm just saying, it's like it's like everybody, it's like and that's maybe the entertainment, not just the entertainment world. I'm just saying, like, even in the business world, the richest black man is Robert
Williams.
Robert Smith.
That's his name, Robert Smith.
Robert Smith, right? He's worth a couple B.
Oh, he worth like 8 or 9.
8 or 9, a couple. You know what I'm saying? he worth B's. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and true. I'm pretty sure he's, railroading and did some few things to people. So yeah, I would agree that you got to be selfish in order to, really get that bag.
Yeah,
you think so? You think you gotta be like all the way selfish? Like you don't think you can have like your family and all that? Oh, cause you're still being. Oh, okay. So I'll agree with y'all because I just thought about it. Because you're still being selfish with your time because you're not gonna really be there with your family. You're gonna always be working. You're gonna always be to yourself, to this, to that. You're gonna leave, the wifey to raise the kids all the way properly because you're trying to chase like a name or a generation of wealth or whatever like that. So yeah, I'm with y'all. You're
gonna be selfish and. I also think, like, you're gonna be selfish. There's no way around it. Like,
you're right. I'm with you on that.
So that was one. Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to finish?
Yeah.
Oh, you worth $11.2 billion.
Is this the guy you?
No, that's not him.
No. Maybe put America. I don't know. That's like a Nigerian mogul.
Yeah.
Nigerian mogul. U.S.
Yep, Robert Smith.
See, last time they said it, I heard them say it was like 8.
Well,
OG, what's going on? He lost a couple in the start.
What's going on, OG?
OG,
you say,
what's
what
going
up?
on?
Y'all sound kind of muffled. Not crisp and clear.
Yeah, Robert Smith, $5 billion.
Tell us if it keep going on, OG.
He married to a white woman too.
Who? Robert Smith.
This is what that goes with what I'm saying.
Talking all that
You get the
black
general. No, he ain't never talked that shit. He ain't never act like he was.
No, but he do help a lot of black people because he went to them black. He went to Morehouse. He paid off everybody's student loans that was there. When he graduated.
Jeezy and Jenny Mai. You think that might have been one of those type of situations?
Yeah, I was talking with Stogie about that.
One of what type of situation?
Well, it was about her basically getting the bag about dude.
Getting the bag
and making a baby.
Making a baby, getting the bag.
Damn.
Because, I mean, if you could just end on some.
But Jeezy filed for divorce, though.
I understand, but I think it was something on him. It was a clause or something. They had like a marital clause where it was saying, like, if he had any DMs or if he had any, that was basically considered cheating.
Cultivate your roots. What's up, man? You know, I've heard different stories about that, but yeah, I think there's I think this.
I think he's still saying our sound still messed up. It still sounded messed up.
I think the
sounded clear on my phone.
I don't know why I got this up, but no, I think it's I think there's a particular price tag on it, and it's like it's at like 7 digits. Somewhere in the early 7 digits is when stuff starts getting weird.
Like even with corporate.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like it's not. I'm like, dude, you know. I mean, he's still kind of, but he's not putting out those early videos. I mean, yeah, you kind of progress, but it's still like he had a moral. He's still trying to have a moral a lot of times, but I don't know. It's more provocative now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it has gotten to that, and I noticed the difference in the stuff that he was producing as he progressed. It's like it's one major part of his stories now is a woman that he's like it's centered around that. Like he has his baby mama, he has one story with the side chick. I forget the names, but I noticed a difference in the focus of the stories because it's just different. That's all I can really say. It's different, and the way he carries himself is different too, which is one of the major signs.
What you mean by the way he carries himself?
One thing I noticed, and this isn't proven fact. This is just pure speculation, and I'm just seeing the correlation between different people. Mm-hmm. With guys, it's when they start getting into the weird stuff, to the naughty and involved with the naughty, it shows in the form of typically tattoos.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So you say when guys starting to get that fame and stuff and go up, you saying the naughty start getting tattoos and that's how you know they part of the what you know?
It's an overload of tattoos.
It's an overload, and if you really look at the tattoos themselves, a lot of times you'll see different types of symbolism that may be pointed back to being involved. And then with women, I notice it's basically body augmentations.
So everybody that got BBLs?
Everybody no. It's not for everybody. It's just a correlation to what I'm noticing. When somebody comes up, they're when they first start out, they carry themselves a certain way. Then once they reach a certain point, it's just like almost completely different way that they carry themselves. It can be changing the hair. It could be in the way that they talk. So
do you guys still carry yourself the same way you did at 30, 28, 29, 26, 25?
At 30, I don't think much has changed for me. I mean,
from 30 to now?
Yeah, I mean, because my basic moral principles is basically
okay.
So it's not much that's changed. There's things that change, but it's not something drastic. Change is gonna be slow.
Yeah. So I'm just saying because I'm just throwing some questions out there because you said stuff changed because I see a big difference in myself from year to year, year over year. How I think, how I was thinking. Sometimes I don't be like I might have said no to something the other day, and I'm like, that shit kind of do make sense.
Yeah, I mean, change is slow and gradual, but it's not. And that kind of goes with, what he's saying. If somebody first come on the scene, right? You can even look at the basketball player. Somebody first come on the scene, they fresh, they crisp, and you know they virtually have no tattoos, and then all of a sudden, you all tatted up. Like, what's that about? I mean, tattoos hurt. I don't know if y'all got any, but I got a couple.
I don't got no more.
Right, so they hurt. They not like nothing that you sneeze on. Like, this shit hurt, and they got them all on their neck and all over their body. I'm not saying that you don't. I'm not saying that, just because a person have a couple tattoos. I'm just saying in general, if you look at the transformation of what they've, how they first came into the league versus, the second or third year, it's completely like different.
That's all kind of always though.
So the second thing.
Oh, the second thing is Stogie and I were having a conversation. We was talking about, this is right after you left, and we were talking about guns, right? Anybody know I'm a gun advocate? Maul's our resident gun advocate.
No, I'm not. I don't got nothing. I don't know what he talking about.
He didn't say it on the podcast.
He said
it on the podcast.
We got an episode called 2A all day.
Right, he said it on the podcast.
I lost all my guns in the boat next.
That's beautiful. So, you know what I'm saying? What the question is prior to you losing your gun in the boating accident.
Prior to me losing my gun.
Yeah. And, just becoming, being able to carry, right?
Okay.
How did you move prior to that? How did you move around the city? How did you move prior to carrying a weapon? Because I say to myself this, as a person who carry, so don't run out.
I don't know what he talking about.
I'm talking about for me.
Okay.
I'm a person that carry, don't run up on me.
What RDC World say? Whoa, slow down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9. It's just a joke. Come on.
But how did one move prior to, that? Because it's like, I've heard this from a lot of people that, carry weapons. It's like, I forgot my weapon. I can't go X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, damn, prior to you getting that, you would go to X, Y, and Z. You would be able to move. So I'm trying to figure out, how is it that you still can't move? You're just going to have to be obviously a bit more conscious about how you're moving. But why is it that you can't still move the way you want to without, I guess, that firearm?
Before I lost my guns in the boat accident, right? I get what said person is saying, because I don't get what they're saying, because it's been a lot of times before I had them, lost them in a boat accident. I used to forget mine or something like that too. And if I'm too far gone, it's like, okay, it is what it is, whatever. But I think before I was probably more loose. But when I did, I think I became more conscious, because now I look at people. I always looked at people. You always scan people, but now you look at waistbands. You look where people keep firearms. You can see them poking out a little bit here, and it gives to me, after I had I had mine, and then before I lost them or whatever like that in a boating accident, it makes you more cautious, because now it's like, I got my CCW, so who else in this room has it too? So it's like a ticking time. So now it's, oh, my bad, excuse me, oh, pardon me. Now you're really saying and putting really emphasis on this.
Yeah.
It's like I became more cautious and more, it dialed me back even more.
Right.
Because I know I got mine, so I know a whole bunch of more people probably got theirs. I don't have one now, because, I lost it on the boat. Gotta get some more stuff. But, to me, it became more cautious.
Okay.
It's like, because if I have mine on me, who else got theirs?
Right. But, okay, so that's prior to, so before you, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying,
I'm saying before you, you got your CCW.
Okay.
Right? You saying you're moving more loose, right? So you forget it at the crib, but.
You weren't thinking about it like that. So.
No, I'm saying, but now you forget it at the crib, and however you feel with when you before you lost it in the boating accident, however you feel like if you were to have it with you, you see what I'm saying? When you carry that same mindset, I'm still on point.
Yeah,
right?
you should be. You should be more on point now. But no, you got to be more on point. I don't know how you can really answer.
Because sometimes I mean, I've heard this from different people just listening to them. It's like, well, I ain't got my what's your face. I don't have my bangle with me, so I ain't gonna be able. Be like, nigga, we going to breakfast.
And before I even had it or before I was even thinking about it, I still wasn't going to those places. I never thought like that, like, oh, I got my CCW, so now I'm going to go stand on the corner now. Or I got my CCW, now I'm going to just go leave my doors open, be all out here wide open. No, I never thought like that, period. I never did that. And then when you get them, you be like, I'm most definitely like that because I don't want to kill nobody's son, mother, father, daughter. I don't want to do all that unless I have to. If it come down to me or you, nigga, I'm choosing me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, I don't see what he's talking about.
No, it just sound like a lot. Again, this is just me listening to people. People with
ignorant.
CCW sound like
ignorant.
not necessarily ignorant. It sound like they finna turn into the equalizer, set their time and when motherfucker and think they finna just, you know what I'm saying, get busy. And I'm like, nigga, it's plenty of opportunity just because you got your bank on you. It's plenty of opportunity for a motherfucker to come through and get you. Like, it's, you know, but you have to be on that type of time, too. Like, who the fuck is looking for you like that?
That's another key point, too. It's who you in these streets doing dirty.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Who is looking for it most of the time? Look, I live in the city, right? So I move throughout the city without basically no problem. With bangle, without it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I forget it, I forgot it. It ain't no big deal to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just know that I might not need to go get gas, you know what I'm saying, right there on Laramie and Division or Central and Division.
I'm not going there anyway.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about me, though. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, because I live in the city, so I know that's why I might not go get gas at 3 o'clock in the morning. I just know that's what I might not do. Yeah. Now, if I got bang on me and I need to get gas, I will stop and put that $5 in it until I'm able to, you know what I'm saying, go to the suburbs.
I'm working on getting mine. So I don't have.
I need to work like you to get back mine too.
Man,
So you lost your CCW in the boat accident too?
That just slipped out of your wallet.
I ain't saying I lost that, but I'm just saying I need to go back and get my firearms. Because I lost all my firearms in the boat accident. We were going hunting.
On the boat?
On the boat?
No, we was going across the water, and I had all my firearms with me, and the boat like sinked, and I barely made it off because I had a life vest on, and I swam to the shore and stuff.
All right. Getting bad.
Stop asking me questions, Vlad.
So where were you when this happened?
Talk to my lawyer.
What? And the name of the boat was
none of your damn business.
The Mayflower. This nigga over here.
No, I do know that.
Lee Daniels 69.
Somebody told me. Well, they said, they didn't tell me, a long time ago that firearms carry spirits.
What?
And they carry spirits in a way that they make people feel more confident in situations where they wouldn't normally feel confident, or they make them feel more secure.
You was a bitch before you had that firearm with you, and you still a bitch. Because if you dying to just shoot and kill somebody, you was a straight bitch. Because I don't, even though I got it for protection and all that stuff, all bullshit aside, all jokes aside, we're going to get some real shit now. Even though I got that and all that stuff, I'm not dying to kill nobody, bro. No, I'm not. I'm trying to protect my life and protect my family. That's what the main reason if it is for me. I don't know about it ain't to be waving around. It ain't to be letting people know I got it. And people who know me know already what's going on and what's happening. Because you done probably been with me to the gun range and shit like that. But for people to be around here talking about the spirits.
Before the boating accident.
Yeah. But for people to be around here walking around, boasting and back, no, it's not for that. Like, nah. And they tell you in class about that. It's a lot of things you can't do. You're going to fuck around and be in jail for the rest of your life just because you got that CCW. You better know the fucking laws and regulations of what you can and cannot do.
They rob you.
And they turn around and run.
You stuck. Just give it up.
Yeah, you turn around and run, and then you pull out a bang and you hit them 4 times in their back. Yeah. Your ass going underneath the jail. Trust and believe me. I don't give a fuck what type of lawyer you had. You going to jail.
And if they outside the crib and you hit them, pop, pop, you drag them in the crib. Make sure that you drive. Make sure you drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
Whoa. What?
Well, this is on YouTube, man. Don't worry about it. This isn't nothing exclusive. They're not gonna ban this. This is what you're supposed to do.
No, that's not what I was where I was going with that. I'm like, what's the point?
If somebody's breaking into the crib, right? What you supposed to do? Hit them a couple times and bring their ass in the crib. They can't be outside the crib.
Right. That's
right.
Why.
So somebody's breaking in, right? You get them before they outside the crib, and you bring them on in.
To make it seem like it's an invasion or something? What?
It was invasion.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, they were still outside.
What they doing outside my crib for? What they doing outside my crib? If somebody doing this to your door, they kicking the door, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even if they blowing through the door, because you've seen on YouTube where somebody and shooting through the door.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you back through the door and you hit one of them, you best believe you better grab the ass and pull them in.
It depends on where you at, too. What state?
Well, look, at the end of the day, we can argue about that later. We going to still grab that nigga. Some shit like that go down. I'm not finna worry about it. Is this the state that nope, this nigga's coming on right on in. Coming right on in.
OG said it's an inanimate object, so what's up with the spirit? That's what, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Somebody was acting a certain way before they got their firearm, and now that they have their firearm, they feel more confident. They feel more cocky. They think that they're a tough guy now. I've seen it.
That's the same thing with lames with money. Just because you a lame and you come across some money, nigga, you still a lame. You still a peon. You still a bitch. It doesn't matter. And that's the same thing with a gun. You still a bitch. You been a bitch. You just gonna read the more laws to know what you can and get away with, so you can connive your way through it to hurt somebody else. But real G's don't move like that. Real honest men don't move like that. Bro, you can't change to being a bitch and a lame. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck how much money you get, how many bitches you fuck. You still a hoe. You still what you is, bro. You ain't changed. Cause you ain't changed within. You still a hoe. You still a bitch. It's okay. Go get that shit fixed, my nigga.
Cultivate Your Roots said better to be caught with it than without it.
That's a fact.
Factual.
Cultivate Your Roots. What's up?
OG said it's more to it than that, Jay, every day.
I think absolutely, but this is the Reader's Digest version. They want to get more into it. They can do their own research.
Hey, man.
So make sure you do your research.
Exactly.
Make sure you do your research.
Know what the fuck you can and cannot do.
Hey, I'm not here. Look, man, just don't stop at Wikipedia.
Welcome to another episode of the KNoWKi podcast, 30 minutes in the game. It's your man, Spaces.
It's your boy, Ma.
It's Jay every day.
Man, what is going on, fellas? What's going on? How y'all doing?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. They ever come up on something with Mr. Rogers? Did he ever do something?
Not that I know of.
Shout out to Mr. Rogers and Mr. White folks who used to do the paintings. What's his name? Bob Ross. Yes, Bob Ross, man. Y'all know Bob Ross, Channel 11? Y'all don't know Bob Ross?
I don't know Bob
White man
Ross.
with the fro?
All them niggas was fucking with kids.
You know what I'm
Everybody
talking
that
about?
was on Channel 11 was fucking with kids.
White man with the fro? Cold ass paintings.
Everybody that was on Channel 11, we was sure these fucking with kids.
I don't know, man.
He
With
did?
That
kids.
seems like a reach, bro.
Allegedly.
Bob Ross used to.
No, I'm talking about for what I said. I ain't talking about what you said. I'm talking about what I said.
Bob Ross used to. Wow. That's why he talks so smooth. Yeah, I'm gonna put some rouge on the canvas here.
Yeah,
Bob Ross used to.
I never watched Bob Ross, but I've seen Bob Ross. I know exactly what you're talking about. But anyway, what's last week, man? How was your last 7 days?
I'm good, bro. Good money. Getting money, going to work. I'm good. Man. Just the man in my business, staying out the way.
Cultivate Your Roots said, what up, Mom? Jay, every day. How about yourself, man?
Man, everything's good, man. Life's good. Life's good.
Life is going, man. Life is good. Figuring things out still.
Hey, that's every day.
Yeah.
That's every day.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you a question.
What's up?
Now, we don't need to have an extensive conversation about it, but I'm wondering if you still stand on what you were saying about bringing home food in a 50-50 relationship.
What you mean, bringing on food?
Yeah, you said in a 50-50, one person can bring home food and the other person that's already at home. No.
Hey, what King's son said, will tell you, I stand on business. She might bring you some, she might not. And good trust and believe when she get there, she gonna tell you that you owe her $15.85. That's how much your food costs.
So I asked somebody, and these are women, by the way. And the guys chimed in on the conversation. I said, so I asked them first, have they ever been what would be defined as a 50-50 relationship? And they said, yeah. Said their own little individual parts. But I presented that scenario to them. I said, if one person is grabbing food from on their way home, are they expected to try to make sure that the other person is fed or everybody else in the house is fed? And he said in their 50-50 relationships, yes, it is the responsibility
Of what?
to make sure that the other, whoever's bringing home food, to bring home food for everybody else.
And them women, them so-called women that you was in the 50-50 relationship that you asked that question to, where's the 50-50 partner at now?
What do you mean?
Are they still with the 50-50 partner?
I didn't ask them their current relationship status. I just asked them, have they ever been in it?
Hey, them hoes, how Jay every day you say them hoes single.
Hey. Jay every day.
Jay every day you say them hoes single.
That was Jay yesterday.
That was Jay yesterday.
Them hoes single. Them
Jay
hoes still
last
single.
year.
But Cultivate Charu said yes.
Yes, what? Yes to what? What you saying yes to?
I guess so. What his question was the 50-50 part.
Oh, the 50-50 part?
Yeah.
Hey, man, to each his own, bro. But first of all, it goes to whatever you believe in, bro. We might joke up here. We might say all type of shit. We might say what's best for us or what's best for whatever. If you in a 50-50 relationship, man, do your thing. It don't matter if I make fun of you. You might make fun of me from doing what I do. It doesn't matter. It's jokes. It'll be all right. If you take my opinion that seriously, thank you for being a subscriber and taking my opinion that seriously.
I was wondering if you were just like in the moment, because you had your moments where you be like, you say stuff and you keep going with the joke.
I stand on that. I ain't lying. I stand on that. I'm not furring away. It don't matter how many women you get up here, because women will say whatever they want to say in front of you, but as soon as they get behind closed doors with their significant other, that shit go all out the fucking window.
Hey, drop one and clue.
Oh, that was the last.
You got to find the clues, bud. You don't know which one it is.
Clue
No.
bomb need to be green. Bombs need to be green.
Yeah. Or get some sticky notes.
Yeah, so you what do you think about that? Because it sounds like he either said something
last
profound.
part he was spitting. I mean, the last.
That shit I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? That I mean, the part before that, it is what it is. I don't know. So, but the last part is just spitting. Like, hey.
Motherfuckers be talking all that shit until they get home behind them closed doors.
But then I don't think that's just women in general. I think that's people in general, right? I think people say, have a facade or say something what they would do ideally, and then they get to the crib and it be some other shit.
True.
So,
you ain't lying.
I've definitely seen that, so I agree with that.
Well, no, you won't.
if that was me, I would have
No, it ain't.
That was me, I would have put her in her place. I would have put him in his place. I would have slapped his, all right.
I just had a conversation like that too before I came to work, because me and mine was talking, and a lot of women be like, I ain't gonna say a lot of it. A few women have always said that you just so controlling, or you just so this, and my wife was like, no, the fuck you're not. You're way far from controlling. I was like, people think that because you have a strong opinion, and I stand on what I say on. It's not my fault that you got a weak mind and that you can just be swayed so easily. That's not my fault. Is that your problem, Jay, every day? Because you got a strong personality, you got a strong, what you call it, that people can be swayed so easy. That's your problem. You should dial it back.
Nah, I mean.
He said, what about you, Space?
I think, no, I don't, to answer your question, no, but I do think you got to, proceed with caution and Because if you're whatever you're saying and whatever you're saying that you stand on, cool. It's say what you have to say, but there is a matter of that factor of, even though a lot of times this is misused and taken out of proportion, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But it's not how you say what you're saying, it's what you're saying as well. Because there's a difference in standing on what you believe in, standing on what you're saying, and being belligerent. And being domineering, dominating the conversation, not letting anybody else talk, talking over everybody else. I'd say still have some self-reflection in what it is that you're saying. But yes, you should stand on what you say.
I believe in standing on what you say as well. I think that, like it was told to me though, it doesn't matter how much logic this shit means to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a pretty logical person, right? I think A plus B is gonna equal C. Like, you know, huh?
Not D or Phi or 5 or 5 can be racist.
I don't know what type of logic that is, so I'm still working on that.
I'm just asking questions. Ask questions.
But people are going to feel how they feel regardless. Like, you can kind of break it down to them as much as you want to, you know what I mean, and try to have them understand your logic on how you got to that, and they're going to feel how they want to feel regardless. So it's not until they overcome whatever sense of pride or ego that they have that maybe they can come back, you know what I'm saying, and revisit, maybe when you're not around, just revisit in their own mind and kind of take, you know, because a lot of times we enter these conversations with our own pride and ego, you know what I mean? We don't want to be wrong. Sometimes we know we're wrong. Shit, myself, sometimes I'm wrong, right? But you still have to go back and revisit these conversations when you're by yourself, when you got some alone time, and be like, you know what, that person was right or whatever, you know. But I think people already have a prejudgment or something, and they want you to fit that whatever notion it is they have about whatever it is or what they think about you or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, because a lot of times people get in their feelings when you're not saying what they want to hear. Mm-hmm. Like, you'll be telling the truth, and they'll know that you're telling the truth. But because what is coming out of your mouth is not what they want to hear,
yeah,
then you're the bad guy.
I had an incident like that yesterday. Right, I'm not gonna say no names. Just know I was playing the video game. Right, so Maul know who I'm in the video games with. Right, so I'm in the video game. Me and a group of people. One cracks a joke. One enters the chat. One cracks a joke. He cracks the same joke again. The other one replies with his own joke and tells him he's weird. I reply, because I didn't laugh at nobody's joke. I basically said, I agree. He has some weird jokes. This guy, he turns around and says, you be glorifying his shit. I say, no, I didn't. I'm agreeing with you, with what you just said.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm agreeing he has some weird jokes. Don't I tell you got weird jokes? Yeah, he said, yeah. You told me I got weird jokes.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, the hostility is against me. So what I'm saying is like, people will, you know, they'll pick these arguments and, you know, they have their preconceived notions and everything. People just do that. I don't know. Maybe they need attention, a hug.
It's so crazy, bro, because I went through a similar situation.
You still my boy, though. If you're watching, boy, I love you.
I went through a similar situation, right? Something happened. Somebody responded to what happened. Somebody responded to what happened, and it was a funny
jokes, man.
And it was a joke. No, it wasn't a joke, but it turned out to be funny. I didn't say anything at all. Mm-hmm. But I laughed at what was said. And I was made out to be the bad guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
What?
Instead of the person who cracked the joke or whatever they was trying. Yeah.
Because you're losing.
You
losing. You losing that battle.
Oh, you talking about the other person?
Yeah, he losing that battle. So now you can't beat him, so they gonna try to take it out on me.
You definitely not gonna beat me though. Like, on this joking, I'm what?
But then that's why you just look at a motherfucker stupid. That's like, you can tell who won and who lost. The person that just keeps trying to go, like beating a dead horse, you lost. But you're trying to get it one up so people can start saying that you won. Mm-hmm. Because the person that really don't care and know that they probably won, they don't say nothing. They let you keep going. Mm-hmm. You just go ahead and do your thing. Go get your rocks out, baby. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Go ahead. And you see the shit not hitting like all the shit already hit. Yeah. Like we done both had cracks and jokes. It's cool. But you want to keep going, keep going, and keep going. That means you lost and you know you lost, but your pride won't let you lose. Yeah. So you're going to keep going. And people just sitting up here looking like you like, bro, we've been moved on. Can we do something else now?
Yeah. Let's just play this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, it ain't fun. I don't even want to play no more. I'm just cool. I'm just going, let me get out of this party. I'm going to go play by myself.
I got to go to work anyway.
Yeah.
Will said, I'm always right. Even when I'm wrong, I could have been right.
But you got somewhere to go?
Go ahead.
No, because we can piggyback off that, how you saying how people feel about what you're saying, even though they know it's the truth. What about that Charleston White interview? Did you watch it?
I watched almost all of it. Oh my God. I think I might have to rewatch the last like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
But I watched the vast majority of it.
What you think?
I think I've watched episodes on YouTube of conversations where, okay, I'll say this. I'll answer your question first. I think Charleston White is, I don't want to say a genius, but he definitely knows what he's doing. He's definitely smart and studied and wise in the way in the things that come out of his mouth. Like he knows what he's gonna, even though it may seem like he's just running his mouth, he knows what he's saying when he's saying it. Mm-hmm. So to answer your question, I like the interview. I was interested. Mm-hmm. It was mad long. It was we're talking about the Cam Newton and Charleston White, right? Mm-hmm. It was like almost 3.5 hours or something like that. So I had to chop it up in bits. Mm-hmm. But Charleston White is I like the guy. Mm-hmm. Did you watch it?
Yeah.
What you think about it?
The one with Cam or the one on Say Cheese?
He only seen the one I saw both of them, but you just go to.
I think that first hour was really good. You know, I wasn't really familiar with Charleston White's background and what he had. You know,
so that was okay. I got you.
So I didn't know about all that, but I thought definitely the first hour. I mean, he stood on what he was saying.
Yeah.
Right. You know, he made a lot of valid points. You know, however he feel about Deion Sanders really shouldn't sway however you probably feel.
That's true.
I think that, you know, I throw all celebrities under the same boat anyway. Like, you know, I don't fuck with none of them really like that. Like, y'all on TV, y'all cool, but I'm not finna follow y'all. Like,
oh yeah, that's a fact with me too.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll root and cheer for you though.
Yeah,
if I fuck with you, I'll root and cheer for you.
I fuck with you, right? So, but outside of that, like when it comes to actually making progress or making changes within, you know, our community, I don't put any stock behind them like that. Like, you know, they could do whatever they do. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they don't do anything for their communities and so on and so forth, but I don't, you know, I think, again, change and stuff is grassroots. It's going to happen, you know, within. Anybody else having problems with the sound?
Cultivate Your Roots said he wasn't smart for grabbing that dang flower pot, but Buddy stayed dropping gems. I didn't see that. I was listening to it, so. Go ahead.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm
done. He made me think a lot in that interview, too, because when he hit the word admire, and I'm like, what the fuck does I think that's what he said, admire, we admire celebrity, I think that's what he kept saying.
Oh, admire?
Yeah, admire, I think he kept saying admire. So it made me go look up the definition. And it was like to fall in love, to like go with everything he's in. And I'm like, you know, it makes you just think. You start getting in your own head, you start thinking about stuff. And I'm like, because I don't admire like, because I'm on the same thing boat as you is with. Like, I fuck with you, but I'm not buying no ebook from you. I'm not subscribing to your Patreon. I'm not doing nothing to get with nothing about Cash App or nothing like that. You need some money no, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not helping you out with nothing. I'm not donating to nothing. I'm not doing none of that. The little free content you got, I fuck with that. But if it costs me, I'm not fucking with it. I'm cool. So when he said, and then y'all know that because when Deion first did that, I was on the same thing that Charleston White was. But I still fuck with Deion because I just like him because a football player or whatever like that. I still fuck with him regardless. But I was saying some of the same things with Charleston. And then when me and Jay every day was saying, like, the money-wise, like, bro, you going, I'm like, yeah, so I can kind of, I understand it. Like, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying that. But I understand, what's going on and what's happening. Because the way Charleston was putting it is like, bro, you did all that. You came and you sold all these dreams, and I was kind of saying the same thing. But what about the kids that you left that really looked up to you and thought you was going to really be here? And it's not those kids' fault because they shouldn't have did that. Or it's not Deion's fault anyway because he's still a coach. At the end of the day, you should have looked at him like a coach, like a regular coach that is possibly that can leave. That's how we should have looked at him. But everything that Charleston was saying, like even some of the shit I got mad at, but it was true. I can't get mad at you if the truth. I tell people that all the time. Like I tell my wife that. If it's the truth, how can you get mad at it? It's the truth.
Look at Deion like you looked at your father. He left.
I didn't say that. That was every day. I did not say that. That was every day. It's like he just said the shit I said.
You niggas at HBCU. Your daddy wasn't there, boy. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey,
That's why y'all keep giving y'all mama a house.
Hey, but I agree with like almost everything he said. How, black people hypocrites. Like, y'all getting on him or how he's saying in his delivery, but you're not getting on all these rappers and everybody how they say whatever they say.
Right.
Might sound another one that was going at him about, how he was saying it and what he was saying it. But listen to what he's saying. Fuck all of that. Even people in the comments, you shouldn't say it like that. But nigga, these motherfucking rappers and shit and say this shit all the fucking time.
You're worried about you're worried about his delivery.
But
you're not worried about the rappers and everybody else's
Thank
delivery.
you.
You're not worried what they're delivering to the, to our youth and stuff like that and to the community.
He's sitting up here saying Sexy Red talking about Booty Hole Brown, but she on every fucking radio station supporting lesbianism. I think he said lesbianism. Yeah, lesbianism. And y'all cool with that. It's on the radio. Y'all okay with that. But you gonna sit up here and come at me for what I'm saying, but I'm speaking the truth. And then when I watched that video, all this legislation started coming up where he was at Congress meetings. All that shit started popping up on my feed.
Yeah, he sound like, what's his name, Argonaut?
Yeah.
He sound like Argonaut.
And this stuff started popping. So he's, what he's saying, he's living, he's doing. Yeah. He's doing for real. So you can say all that shit you want to, but the man is for his people. Like he say, I'm not for my people, I'm for my kind. I'm looking for my kind.
Yeah, we talked about kind. We talked about kind before.
Yeah. So
owls don't kick it with pigeons.
That's a fact.
They all might be birds.
But we don't think it was right. That's true. But what he said, bro, and if you seen that interview and I can understand you talking about you don't like him, but you got to respect what the man was doing and what the man was saying. You can say you don't like somebody all you want to, but that respect, the man owned your respect right there in that interview. And the interview was like amazing to me. And I remember I kept telling y'all, like, bro, y'all need to see this interview. This shit is amazing. This shit is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. It took me like 4 days to listen to that 3 hours, but I did it. But the shit was awesome, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I was able to get through it too. So.
The shit was on point. It was really on point.
I have been listening to Charleston White talk for some time before I watched the interview, so I was already familiar at the very least of the political aspect of his life. Mm-hmm. And I was saying earlier that I watched a video where there was a live stream going on, and it was one guy was talking down about his name was Jay Prince. He was talking down on Charleston White. Charleston White never did this. Charleston White never did this.
Jay Prince, the music mogul?
No, it was a YouTube guy, Jay Prince. But then Charleston White pulled up on a live stream and showed court documents of Charleston White going to court and fighting to get a man out of jail.
He the real deal. I don't question. The man said it. I'm going to believe it till somebody show me otherwise because he said it and I've seen him with my own eyes in these courtrooms and I didn't see shit like that. you seeing him do this. So all these rappers can say they don't like him. Other celebrities and stuff can say they don't like him because they don't like his delivery. But the man is what he say he is.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, man, I'm because I'm not 100% behind nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I got common sense, and a lot of stuff what he's saying makes sense. Like, you know, it's just the truth. It is what it is.
Like, and what he was talking about when he was talking about how he got laws changed about not letting people go right, the young people right in jail because they made that mistake when they was 13, 14, and then when he had his murder, it changed. Like, all that stuff is like, bro, like, how can you not like this? Like people were saying in the comments, if you don't like this man about what he said, I understand that, but if you don't understand what he's talking about in all the comments he's done, you're the problem. You're the problem. What's wrong with us? You're the problem. If you got an issue with what he was saying, you're the problem. Because you cool with all this shit study coming on, us study looking at all this shit, but shit was just like ridiculous, man.
D-Money, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. One of the things that he,
D-Money?
I could say one of the most interesting parts of the interview, what we're talking about with Deion Sanders. He went through, he specified what he means when he says F Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Right? And he's saying basically, well, he gave multiple different examples, but the one that stuck out to me was when he said, well, man, it's all interconnected. But he was talking about how the funding now.
Yeah.
Funding now for, well, you'd say HBCUs.
Yeah.
But and this is ambiguous because I still have thoughts on the other side. But now he went from, doing what he was doing, killing it in football at the HBCUs, and then taking his talent and his opportunities over to the PWI, predominantly white institution, right? Now that funding is gone from that particular HBCU at the very least, and all the people that looked up to him, that they were looking to him to possibly give him opportunities.
Yeah. I got one rebuttal to that, and I was thinking about this too. The eyes and stuff, yes, it did go with Deion, but Deion got the HBCU's ESPN contract. They ESPN shows every like maybe, I don't know, don't quote me, I might be fucking this up. So many games a year of HBCUs, because First Take go there too. On some of the Saturdays. First Take goes there and they broadcast from a different HBCUs. In like a month, they broadcast 3 or 4 times from the HBCUs. So I understand what Charleston White was saying, and he's right. The eyes did go with him and all that, but Deion did get them the ESPN, land them an ESPN contract where their games are televised.
And even on the flip side too, it's okay. Where's the cutoff?
What you mean?
Where's the cutoff in terms of the opportunity that's being presented to me? What about my ambitions? What about what it is that I want to do for myself, for my kids?
I think if HBCUs in general wanted to, like I said before, podcast previous, a while ago. Yeah. I was saying that as much money that the HBCUs, all HBCUs, we were talking about Boosie at these homecomings and shit like that. Y'all need to come up if y'all really wanted Deion and so on and so forth, and you guys could have just came and got scraped some money together. Howard, Morehouse, Tuskegee. TCU, well, you know what I'm saying?
Florida A&M, but
Florida A&M, everybody. You see what I'm saying? Just to kind of pitch in and help keep him at Jackson State. Jackson State ain't got no bread. No, they don't. Like if you look at, I think we looked at their endowment. They only get like $60 million or something.
And they was like 3rd or 4th on the list of the who generate the most. Yeah,
no, they was one at the bottom. They was one of the ones at the bottom.
Oh, they was at the bottom?
Yeah, they was one of the ones at the bottom.
Who was like at the top? Was it?
That was Howard.
Oh, Howard was at
Howard,
the top.
you got your Howard, your Morehouse, Spelman,
okay,
those guys. But if it meant that much for the HBCUs to have somebody like Deion, then you probably should have spent a few dollars. But it's like, for me, it's like when dealing with black people unfortunately, everybody wants you to take a cut. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm selling my shit at a price and my shit, you know what I'm saying, my stuff is thorough. Like, you know, it's great quality
You got
or
the
whatever.
Blue Magic?
I got the Blue Magic, right?
Yeah.
My shit is $100. You think you could do 60? You see what I'm saying? It's like you always now. I'm not talking about nobody who's trying to get over on the people. I'm talking about like some stuff is legit, great quality. You know what I mean? It's on par with everything else out there. Everybody else is selling their stuff for $100 or $110. I'm selling mine for $100, and it's you can't do no deal, you can't do no discount. It's like we always looking for the nigga discount. Again, if Colorado can pay the man $4-5 million, I'm not saying you guys can turn around and match that, but you should have had an offer on the table prior to him even looking at them.
I think he was going anyway.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying. Even before.
I think it's.
I'm just saying. Even if whether he going or not, you could have hit that out there. Now, if he would have left, he would have left. I'm saying before even the counter offer. Colorado shit should have been the counter offer.
No, but he was still under contract.
What I'm saying, eventually, it's gonna come up to a point where you know what I'm saying. Hey, it's money time.
Yeah. Or they could. You talking about? Oh, we're gonna do your extension right now.
Yeah, we're gonna give you
Okay,
extension. We're gonna go ahead and go. We got some money for you.
Yeah, because he did bring a lot to Jackson State. Now he changed their facilities around. He built all that.
If it's $30 million, if we generated $30 million since I've been there, you mean to tell me you couldn't give me some on the back end?
Right.
We've generated $30 million since I've been there.
Now, do y'all think, going back to the question that was asked earlier that you asked, do you think it was more on the selfish end?
Yeah, I mean, because it is about getting his kids to the league. At the end of the day. I mean, I'm going to make sure mine's going to succeed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure mine's going to succeed. So, you can help me, right? You can help me here at this facility right here.
Right.
But if you ain't going to help me, then shit, I'm going to have to move on. I don't see nothing wrong with that, personally. But I also don't glorify, and I'm not really fans of celebrities. So
Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of them ones with you too, because I like the more of the working class people. Like fuck them. Like they the 1%ers, bro. It's way more of us than it is of them. So when it comes to them and anything they got going on, I don't give two shits. Like you should go buy my stuff. No, I shouldn't. You all right. You got enough money. I don't need to help you buy nothing. Get them other dumbass motherfuckers to go help you buy that shit, but I'm not buying that shit. Like people be like, oh, you should buy it for me just because I'm a celebrity. No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that neither. You all right. Cool.
that goes with what you were saying about earlier about the Patreons, right?
Yeah.
And you know the old saying is the game is sold and not told, and I understand that, right?
I do too.
But the issue is that the dudes on the Patreon ain't really selling. You know what I'm saying? They not selling no additional shit. It ain't no additional game. Y'all not putting nothing out really like, ooh, that was really thought provoking. That was good game right there. It's the same shit that you've been putting out on YouTube, and eventually it's gonna go to YouTube anyway.
Yep.
It's like you're not really giving out no exclusive stuff. Like, damn, I can exclusive. You know, let's say stop. Like, man, you guys really should. You know, I told them on YouTube about this, but here since y'all in my Patreon group,
And
y'all really should be looking at this.
and bro, it's good that you bring up that because they do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you stocks on here on the free end. They'll give it to their Patreon, right? They Patreon to have it, but they wait. Then they give you the same stock they gave them. Just
That's
a couple
what I'm
months
saying.
later.
Eventually, it's gonna
It's
make it.
gonna come
So
back.
that's not to me giving out game. No, like you know what I'm saying. It's eventually gonna make it to the free end anyway. I'm talking about some exclusive shit. Like, hey, this
It's
is
true.
this is right here. Like,
Yeah, I get you. But because you can't tell nobody how, because Charleston was talking about somehow he sacrificed, and I'm like, that's dope. But I'm like, nigga, do I want to sacrifice that though? Do I really want to sacrifice that for these people? And I understand for my people. I understand that. But to a certain extent, how much are you going to go to a certain extent though? It's to a certain extent for me.
yeah, why is it just on the back of me?
That's true too.
How many other black alum have come from HBCUs that don't give money back?
Bro, they say Howard. Is it Howard? Is it Howard or Hampton? Both of them schools, because they be going over who's the real HU, got a lot of fucking alumni that's in the fucking celebrity game.
That's probably Howard.
That's a lot. Like Taraji P. Henson, them. They all went to them black colleges. But they still be fucking with the USCs and the UCLAs, though.
Naps and Beauty, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sister. Every day.
So for context, listeners, in the interview, if you haven't watched it, Charleston White said that he was offered a $5 million deal with, I forget who exactly, but then he turned it down for a $500,000 deal to basically deal with black people.
I want to believe. I want to. I really do. I wanted to. But I had through some blue caps like, bro, I don't know. I got to see that one. I fuck with you a lot of shit. But, bro, G every day. If that shit ain't going against your morals, 500,000 or 5 mil? Come on now.
The math and the math.
Come on now.
You know.
Like, I'm fucking with Charleston. I'm with him. But when I looked at him sideways, while I was in the gym, like,
So it must have been something that was going against his moral beliefs. Then.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what he said.
Aiden Ross and them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aiden Ross.
So it's definitely something probably going against his moral.
Okay, so
That's what he said. He said, in order to get this $5 million, you have to abandon these things. He didn't specify.
Yeah, he did. He showed it. My bad. He showed it. So I'll take it back. But boy, I'd have had that thing long and hard with my family for that one. 5 mil? 5 mil.
Hey,
If it ain't killing, I'm telling you, like I be telling y'all, look, I'm not the one to chase money like that, money like that. But I do go for the money. I'm just a double entendre, whatever the fuck you want to call it. If that shit lining up with my morals and my principles, hey. And I'm going to bring my boys and my people with me, but y'all ain't going to see a nigga no more, like, hey. But, man, 5 mil, bro, if it ain't going against what you ain't going?
Oh, no, I hear you.
Okay.
But you see, in that situation.
Yeah, and in the situation, because he probably like to drink some pig's blood, like y'all said or something, sacrifice somebody. So, he probably couldn't do it.
But no, I love the interview. I didn't know that. I've never listened to Cam Newton talk.
Well, Cam Newton got some sense. No, he don't. I can't say that because I can't say that.
No, I've never heard him talk. So I was, I guess you could say, kind of. I don't want to say caught off guard, but I was pleasantly surprised at how articulate he was. Not to say that he's supposed to be, not to say that he's supposed to be stupid or talk like ebonics and slang, but I was like, you were actually asking some good questions.
Yeah.
And these are in-depth questions. These aren't just like trying to get the tape. You're actually standing up against Charleston. Yeah. You're actually giving him some pushback and making him really think about what he's saying, because there were some points in that interview where he was like, he kind of contradicted himself.
Yeah, he did. He contradicted.
Okay, I don't want to say kind of. He did contradict himself.
He did a few times. He did, but I think that is the.
That's YouTube Charleston.
No, that's the what the fuck you call it? The medicine and the candy. You still got to be funny. You still got to be witty. You still got to keep people's attention. Yeah. It's a 3-hour interview, so I got to contradict myself and go against some shit to keep your attention. Like, no, nigga, you said this, and you want to keep listening because they want to see what else he contradicts stuff. So it's like throwing some shit out there to keep you in and reel you in. Yeah,
I agree, and like I said, I like the interview. I'm probably gonna listen to it again, at some point.
I might do too.
And I'll probably do it like on a sped up, like 1.5 type of thing.
Okay. Y'all good on that?
Yeah, I'm good.
What about that? What I sent in the group chat?
Pull that up.
You know what I'm talking about?
This right here, right? Well, not
not that. It's still.
It's the whole thing.
It was the one with the little boy. Y'all remember that little boy James, who him and his mom was going back and forth?
Oh, wait, no. I didn't see that.
Tell who be in the group chat or not. Who respond to stuff or not.
Are you talking about this?
Oh, was it earlier in the week? Sometimes I sent that. I wanted to kind of go over that list real quick.
This right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me try to pull it up. I thought I was doing this.
This right here.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw that in multiple different.
What happened
there? It's the little boy James. He used to go viral because he used to be like, him and his mama used to make TikTok videos and whatnot like that. I don't know what type of event they're at. They're at some type of event where they both dressed up and his mother's there. But James, the little boy, is over there doing something, but his mother is twerking on some guy. So James come over there and break it up and look at his mama crazy and stupid, like, what the fuck are you doing? Right? And I just want to get y'all take on that. If you watch it real quick or whatnot.
I've seen it in multiple different.
Okay, so what's your take?
Like, there's this thing in that people, the phrase that people use called son husband.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got that. Like, he must be a mama's boy. And he didn't like what he saw that the dude was doing to his mother, so he came and tried to play protection. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't expect anything less, because that's what I think that's what kids do a lot of times. Because when two parents are in the household together and they start arguing with each other, and I've seen people mimic this and just like fake it on YouTube, but when they start arguing with each other, start getting physical, the babies start crying. Granted, that was all of younger children, you know what I'm saying? Like diaper age, toddler age. I never seen somebody this of his age be that protective. I'm like, I thought it was also weird that she's doing that while her son was there. But yeah, that's my thought. I didn't really have any.
I have to pull it up so everybody else can see.
Yeah.
But what did you think about it while we're
It was a lot of things that could be true, because when videos like that, I like to go see how stupid people is in the comments. I like to read comments. And there was one lady who said, "Oh, a child should stay in a child's place," and she was like, "That's what's wrong," and all that stuff. And I was like, "Yeah, to a certain extent, but ain't adults should stay in adults' place and shouldn't be embarrassing your kids like that too? If you know your kid is here, why are you doing that? Why are you twerking on somebody if your kid is here?"
Oh, is this? That's not the one with somebody twerking on their cousin.
No, that's not that. You wild.
it's gone now. It's taken down off Instagram.
Oh, they took it down off the internet.
They took it off the internet again. Let me see if I can pull it up.
So yeah, I can't comment.
But it don't seem like they were that old.
She a young mother. She's not. She a young mother.
Would you just pull it up on Instagram?
Yeah. It's a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's to me, it's just that it goes that kind of goes in the same thing of like the T.I. situation too. Like, we want to put everything on the social media. You want to be a kid's friend, and all this stuff is like a play off that. This is like a play off that to me. And do I think he's doing something wrong or anything? Like, no. Like, why are you doing that at me right now in front of me? Like, why? Why are you doing that in front of me? Why are you twerking on another guy in front of me?
They don't even seem that. Well, the guy didn't seem that old though.
But they are not old. She's not. She's a young mother.
Who's the Mexican guy?
The one she was twerking on. I don't know who he is.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, kids raising kids these days, I guess.
I don't know, man. Something weird about the whole situation. I don't know who the little Mexican buddies is. Yeah, migrants.
But it just,
they got migrants at the wedding already.
Yeah, it's just I don't, because people try to justify that type of stuff, and it's like it's no justifying that. It's like me and Jay, every day we were out. We went to a function. He had his kids with him. Even though me and him was talking, most of his attention was to his kids. You wasn't really, you was conversating with people, you was saying how you was being polite, but what was most of your attention was at? On your kids. Making sure they not doing nothing and making sure I'm not doing nothing stupid. Because I got my kids with me now. I'm in daddy mode. It's different type of modes we in. When we out with the fellas and stuff, shit flying loosely and all that shit. When we got the kids and shit around, shit ain't flying loosely like that.
Yeah.
We're not having the same conversations.
Right.
We're shutting the fuck up.
Oh, it's the same thing. Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah, and the issue is there's no separation in that. There's supposed to be things that adults do around adults that they don't do around kids.
it's a fact, man.
And I wager that he was not the only kid there.
There was a bunch of kids there.
Because I
seen a bunch of kids there.
Yeah,
It's just something I wanted to throw out there. I just wanted to get. I thought Jay every day saw it, or whatever.
Well, I mean, I see it now. I don't know what the migrant doing there, but it is what it is.
It really looked like a prom.
My first mind was, you know how you have father-daughter dance? I thought it was a mother-son dance.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of, because it kind of like that. Everybody kind of dressed up in suits. You got little girls walking around there in dresses and everything. Everybody's all dolled up. So that's what I kind of thought it was. So I don't know.
Naps and Beauty said the little boy James is famous for TikTok videos. His mother, the one twerking, records and uploads his videos.
Oh, okay. That's
That's a little.
Sis, every day, how you feel about that, sis?
That's a little R. Kelly-ish to me. Sounds a little R. Kelly-ish to me.
What you mean? How?
That's weird though. Like what?
How was R. Kelly? What you talking
Like
about?
that you would do that, and what else? Like what else are you doing? I mean, I'm reaching now, but it just makes my brain wonder. Like, what else are you doing? If you do that in front of your son,
twerking in front of somebody, recording it, and then uploading it.
and then uploading it.
No, she don't record twerking video. No, she recorded her son. That's how people know who they are, because they always go viral. He's always been kind of like more mature, like the way he be talking and the way he be saying things and all that stuff. And when she used to go back and forth with him, talking about, you don't protect me, I protect you, all this stuff, they known for those type of videos. If you go back and you Google like his name or whatever, a whole bunch of his videos and TikToks will pop up. Yeah. So they kind of known for that.
I don't understand. Like, why is black people, we got those type of shits? You know what I'm saying? Where's the white people equivalent? Damn, we be doing some weird.
It's just weird and doing that in front of your kids.
To me, it'd be like, why, like.
No, it's just quintessential. Ain't no man in that household.
Really?
So he became the man of the household. That's how he became, I'm going to say, quote unquote, famous. Because he talked to her as if he's the man of the household.
Which is
Yeah, he do.
Crazy.
He do.
That's crazy. How old's the little boy? He look every bit of under 10. Like
About 10 or 11.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what? How the fuck?
It ain't out of pocket. That's right on bar.
No, that's right on dysfunction. Is right on par. That's dysfunction. That's not. No 10-year-old should be talking to nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still an adult.
This situation is on par.
Yeah, nah, I'm cool. And then again, I wouldn't watch the shit like that. I just continue scrolling.
Yeah, it was just a little. I wanted to see get y'all take, because it's just like shit. Just like that's some of the shit that we just got through talking about the Charleston White video. That's some of the shit right there.
Yeah.
That's a prime example of some of the shit. And then, right, we talking about it, and people be talking about but why are you judging? Bitch, why you got on the internet? It's like somebody saying something about our podcast we got on the internet. How the fuck I'm gonna get mad I'm on the internet talking? You got your whole life on the internet. Same thing with celebrities. You got your kids on the internet, then somebody got something to say like, you should have whooped his ass a long time ago. You get mad at them. You have your family on the internet, brother. You got your family on the internet.
It's on the internet, man. Like you talking about like the T.I. situation?
Yes.
He went
they
to
was
the
talking
club.
about in the comments, talking about what he should do to King. He say, y'all should stay out my comments. Nigga, y'all should stay off the internet.
Naps and Beauty said the little boy now has a different perception of women, especially his mother. Plus, she didn't bother to apologize.
And he was crying too. That's what really broke my heart. He started crying. Like he really, like that shit really hurt him. Like he really started crying like my mom was a hoe. It's just jokes. I'm just playing. But that's just how he looked at it though. He was like, damn, my mom in the streets. My mom was part of the streets. My mama out here.
That's
how his face looked. Because he was like, he looking at her crazy, and then he's like, oh shit. She the street dude. She the street woman that people be talking about on the internet, man. My mama on the streets.
I mean, I understand that protective element. I understand that. On the flip side, he's a little boy, assuming the responsibilities of, it sounds like, of a grown man.
And what I say the other time too about kids being
Let kids be kids.
That's one of my main examples right there. Let kids nowadays miss out on their childhood because their parents are in here teaching them, talking to them. I understand teaching and training. Okay, that's two different things. But talking to them and telling them business like they are one of your girlfriends or an adult. No, you do not do that. You let them be fucking kids. Let them have a childhood. Let them fuck up on some things. Let them be kids.
Yeah. I agree. I agree for the most part. I agree.
Yeah. And
It's not a disagree, just a different angle, a different thought process.
shit.
But you got you don't got nothing.
One for that.
Yeah. Don't care. Now some beauty said facts, Maul. 100. Now, with this situation, man, I'm be honest. Of all the stuff that's happened in Chicago, all the stuff, all the smoke people had for it, all of what people were saying, get out of Chicago, find somewhere else. All those other times, I was like, I just blew it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, when you sent this and I was reading it.
Oh, no, this Jerry Day. Jerry Day had this in our other group chat, and I just copied it.
Oh, you copied it? Okay.
I wanted to talk about it, too, because I know we was going in about it, and we were just talking about it. I'm like, this would be a great conversation.
Yeah, my sister sent that actually earlier than me.
Oh, your sister every day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sister
Oh,
every
thank
day.
you, Naps and Beauty. But this is when I started reading this, bro. I'm like, man, it might be time, bro. It may be time to start thinking about it. It may be time to start thinking about it.
So you don't wait. So what do you think about it? What is your take on it?
Let's hit him. Hit him. I mean, we don't got to go through all the 150 laws.
Oh, it's 150. I only read the ones that was on the screen.
Yeah,
I ain't keep going.
Yeah, so let's.
All right, cool. Okay. So, Springfield, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker signed more than 150 laws that go into effect next year, many on January 1st, 2024.
We worried about Dion. We worried about all this other shit that
In
don't
Colorado.
matter. And this shit. But this is what's happening where the fuck we stay at.
One of the new laws will allow non-citizens to become police officers.
Non-citizens. I went straight to the laws. I ain't even read that part. Go back up and do that again. Yo.
One of the new laws
Whoa.
would allow non-citizens to become police officers.
So how they gonna lock me up if they don't speak English? So I'm gonna resist and I ain't even know I'm resisting.
They're gonna show you.
Like, what the fuck going on?
Another will give legal recourse to victims of deep fake pornography. What?
Man, if you don't say porn, man, stop. Jesus, come on, man. Come on, man. They be saying it in the lives, man. Come on, that's not one of the words, man. Come on.
Go ahead, finish putting it up there.
Oh,
Spaces,
shoot.
my bad, man. You be having me rolling in, man. That's why I looked. I said pornography.
I was like, that's a new one?
And another requires all residents who own any of 170 assault-style weapons banned under law to register them with the state police.
That's crazy. Minimum wage for non-tip workers to $14
Increases
an hour.
$14.
Increases to $14. For tip workers or tip employees, it increases to $8.40. I think that's reasonable. I mean, considering how much it is to live, the cost of living and everything, it's.
Hey, but go up to that first one at assault ban. I'm so glad I lost all my guns in the boating accident.
This one right here.
Yeah, I lost all mine in the boating accident, so I'm cool. Damn, I want my guns back there. At the bottom of Lake Michigan, though.
Another one, because you read the non-citizen immigrants have to have a work permit. Will have a work permit to be eligible to become police officers, but non-citizen immigrants can get standardized driver's license, replacing the temporary visitor's driver license.
Listen, bro.
If you were, can you?
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm trying to read it. Now, if you're a non-citizen immigrant, how
There you go.
do you get an L's?
Go.
Like if
Keep
you-
going. Keep going.
I don't understand.
Just the fact that they're saying non-citizen.
How do you become a police officer? How do you get an L's? And you're a non-citizen. What the fuck? Like,
I can understand the temporary, but when you said like when they going with the issue, they're gonna fuck the temporary. Now we're gonna just give you straight one.
no, it's
That's
really,
crazy.
they're saying non-citizen. I read undocumented before. No, on here I've read undocumented before. So I don't like if you're undocumented walking into a state, like we finna go ahead and deport you. Like you're not even documented.
Oh man.
But it all boils down to money. Another key one, a subscriber is saying, go ahead, you can read some more. It was highlighted.
So this one should.
Bathroom situation.
This next one should be a given. Video conferencing while driving will be banned. That's
Who you should have been banned that. That should be common sense, but everybody don't have common sense.
Multi-occupancy, gender-neutral restrooms to be installed in private and public Illinois businesses.
I was looking at that too.
say that. Read it one more time.
Multi-occupancy, gender-neutral restrooms to be installed in private and public Illinois businesses. So you're saying even in private ones, like you?
So you forcing private businesses to go to do this shit. I read that. What I read too.
Yeah.
Like I can understand the public ones because y'all own that shit. Y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. But private businesses, you're not putting that shit in my building.
So what about like again people with their children? It's just a free fall, huh? The grown men can go in the bathroom with the little girls. The grown women can go in the bathroom with the little boys because they just as much as predators.
Hey, I always looked at that and I'd be like, because I got partners that got daughters and stuff like that, and I'd be like, bro, you got me all the way fucked up. If I'm standing outside the bathroom and you can't go in here till my baby come out here, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You might as well go chill out. You go over there to that one, but you can call whoever you want to call. My baby will be finished using the bathroom by that time. We'll be long gone. But you're not going in the bathroom with my daughter up in there.
I'm just gonna go in there with the just go in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop you from doing it. I'm just going to go in the bathroom with you.
You ain't going there.
Look, because at the end of the day, they'll end up throwing you out. So, you know.
It's cool. You can throw us out. But my baby finna use the bathroom and we're going to leave.
I'd rather just go, if it's a multi-unit, I go in the bathroom, watch the stall. It ain't really that serious. You go to your stall. You're not finna go in the stall where mine is at. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would break it down. I'm not finna hold guard the door. Like, hey, stop. Can't nobody. Nah, go ahead.
I said him.
It wouldn't matter to him because that's not him. That's the state and the legislation. Because if I'm the person that got to use the bathroom, excuse me. You see what I'm saying? Like because I'm not on that type of time. Because your child go in the bathroom with your child, and that's what I would do. Ain't nobody stopping me from using the bathroom. Watch out. Watch out. Just go in the bathroom. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Now if it's we at Walmart. And you know what I'm saying? Like, your child got to use the bathroom as everybody. It's a free fall. I'm going to go in there with mine. I'm not going to just let you go in there because ain't no time. It could be a her that's on that type of time.
It is multi what gender they said?
Yeah,
they
that's what I'm saying. It could be a her that's on that type of shit too. So I'm not going to, hey, well, he's going in there. No, I'm going to go in the bathroom and I'm going to stand guard.
It's crazy that we even sitting up here.
Shit, I do that in the men's bathroom with my own son. So so it don't even matter.
And I do that in mine.
God.
I had stopped, but then I had started back because like he'll go. You know how you go to the bathroom, but you talking about, oh, that nigga done been in the bathroom a little too long. So you go in there, you V-line to the bathroom now. Because you sitting there, you eating, and they had to use the bathroom. You already remember, you V-line to the bathroom, like everything cool up here? Or it's just him up here? Okay, it's cool. I'm going to just wait right here till you finish now. But bro, it's even crazy that we're going back and forth about this. That's crazy.
It is, bro. It is, and the crazy thing, just like we were talking about the migrant situation a few weeks back, we have to have these conversations now because this is the way things are going.
Yeah,
we got to figure it out. We don't really have a choice. But there's some interesting ones on here. I was reading. So This one's, where did it go?
Vaping in public places is banned. Indoors and public places is banned. Does secondhand vaping like hurt people? They don't know yet.
What does it say? This one says law enforcement can use surveillance drones over special events and parades, but prohibits weapons or facial recognition technology on the drone.
It's cap.
So you mean to tell me you got drones with
It's
weapons
cap.
on them
It's
bitches?
cap. Stop the cap.
My bad.
Stop the cap.
What was it? Youthful offenders under 21 can no longer be given life sentence without the possibility of parole. What do you think about that?
So that one ties into one I just read.
Oh, under 21.
Under 21.
I think it should have been like 18 and under. 21. Because 18, you know what you're doing.
I feel like 16.
Yeah, I wanted to go lower, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to try it like that.
Bro, these little motherfuckers, they know what's happening. And I mean, and that's not to deter, because like people act like giving somebody a life sentence or whatever, like that being on the board. You do such and such crime, you'll get a life sentence. I don't think they give no fuck. They're gonna do it anyway.
So this, I just saw it. Here it is. Let me put it back up. So it says, anyone sentenced to life in prison who has served 40 years becomes eligible for parole. So I don't know, that think those go hand in hand. You think they're
So you kill somebody when you're 20, boom, you're eligible for parole when you're 60.
that's what it sounds like they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, but eligible doesn't mean you're able to get out.
Yeah, that's true. This just means you go in front of them. They got to hear your case.
Still got to go in front of the review board, and family members still be alive.
So this one I thought was kind of interesting, but not interesting. It said defunds libraries that remove controversial books.
I like that one. That kind of goes against what Florida's doing. Florida, I think Texas, because they're removing all the controversial books, but it's kind of also like their way of still keeping the agenda, because they like to push the LGBT agenda and shit. So it's like, this is the way to keep our stuff on there, but you also get your shit too that you want to read, the little controversial stuff.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one for that very reason. I had to really think about it because I'm like, when I read it, it said defunds the libraries that remove controversial books. So I heard defund libraries.
Yeah. Another one, landlords will be required.
My bad. I'm sorry. I got to put it back up.
But wait, hold on. Go back to that one about defunding. But don't that mean that won't move it or that will move that? Wait.
That's what I had to think about for a second.
It's like, so why would you defund it that do remove it? Because they want them in there.
Yeah, they want the controversial.
Okay.
They want the controversial books to be in there. That's why I was confused at first. I was like, wait, what? But then I jumped back a few times. But so.
Oh, okay. Landlords will be required to rent or sell property to undocumented immigrants.
Undocumented migrants.
Migrants, immigrants, whatever the fuck. It don't matter because it's like.
How you gonna force somebody to sell to them? Yeah.
You see, that's what I was getting at, man. Because it's like all of this.
How you gonna make me do some shit? I don't want to sell this motherfucker. I don't want to sell. I don't want to rent to you. I don't want to rent. Like you damn near, in order to get like an apartment, you have to have like a 700 credit score in this bitch. And
Bro,
you mean to tell me that you're forcing people to rent to migrants?
Mom,
somebody says you just sound like Corey Holcomb.
What do you mean by that? Like, do my voice sound like him, or do like my mannerism or something sound like that? Which one is it? Which one you talking about? D Money. Is that D Money, right?
There's D Money.
Yeah, what you talking about? Elaborate about that a little bit. Whoever said that, please.
DHPX, what's up, bro? I told y'all we're gonna have to get active with these migrants.
V, what up, bro?
Yeah, I think you spelled it right, D Money. Yeah, man, that's why I was saying, man, it might. It's a thought now. I would have to start weighing my options now. Start seeing cost of living versus crime rates in different areas and different.
This is statewide. Yeah.
Right.
DHPX said, I told y'all we're going to have to start getting active with the immigrants. You know what? But it's not really the immigrants, man.
It's the government.
Legislation.
That's true.
If I start voting these motherfuckers out and get this shit back changed.
I feel like Chicago's trying to take a chapter off New York book. Like, you know how New York is basically dominated by Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
Shit, that's the same thing in Florida.
And Haitians too, no? Like the Pacific Islanders.
Nah,
It's really, but I'm talking about
same thing in motherfucking Florida.
Yeah, the same thing in Florida. But I'm talking about in general, New York. New York has the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans on lock. Just Chicago looks like they're going with the Mexicans and Venezuelans.
Oh man, yeah, it's not the people themselves, bro.
No, it's not the people themselves. They're only taking advantage. I mean, they're being used too, right? They're being used. They're pawns in the whole game.
In the whole grand scheme of things.
They don't know what the fuck going on.
All they know is this is supposed to be a better opportunity for us.
Hospitals must screen patients for financial assistance eligibility before sending them to collections.
Don't they do that though?
Apparently not.
For I guess. But do you think? Okay, here's a good question. So this is where it said hospitals must screen patients for financial assistance eligibility before sending them to collections. We live in this in a world now where people are like the hospitals are like constantly moving. So do you think that that's somewhat kind of a I guess a mind trick, so to speak, to be like, okay, now I can even think of how I had it in my head, but to kind of reverse psychology of getting people to go to the hospitals even more than what they already are.
I mean, you're going to go to, if you're the type to go to the hospital, you're going to go to the hospital. If you're not, you're not. Not because, I mean, niggas don't pay bills anyway. So that's not going to deter most motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah, because if you're healthy, you're healthy. You want to see what's wrong with you, you're going to see what's wrong with you.
Yeah, man, there's those are the ones that really stuck out to me.
Homeowners and renters insurance companies cannot refuse coverage for certain breeds of dogs. You finna have pit bulls running around everywhere.
And that I saw that when I was like, I've had pets before, but not to the point where it's, some people have the emotional assistance dogs.
I've seen somebody with an emotional assistance dog, and it was a cane corso. Bro, that's not an emotional assistant dog. That's a nigga eater. She talking about, I don't know when she got the little vest for the motherfucker. Talking about this. She put a full sweat on that motherfucker. Talking about this is a emotional assistance dog. The fuck out of here. But you know what? It's all about the language because, they may not be able to say, hey, this breed of dog. But what you do is, okay, no dogs over 20 pounds.
It's just, to me, the people that don't want a lot of this shit still be forced to do a lot of this shit because somebody else want it. A small group of minority people want this shit, so therefore everybody has to do it.
Puppies. They look cute as puppies.
Right.
Oh, that's a fucking horse.
Yeah, that's the game corso right there.
Dog.
Oh, right here.
Jeez.
It's a giant ass pit bull dog.
It's a giant ass bull dog.
Yeah, that's a big dog. That's that you right, bro. That's not an emotional support dog, bro.
Yeah, they're talking about emotional. I meant the currency exchange, man. Fuck out of here. That's like having it just wearing your gun. You're walking your gun. Like, shit happened that can't course or getting busy. They're beautiful dogs, though.
Yeah, very beautiful coat.
No, the fuck they not.
You're not a
No.
DHPX said, beware of these people coming into the city. Hey, what can we do, bro? I mean, it's outside of being wary and being careful.
Yeah, no, I'm already wary of everybody.
And that's a beauty crying. That's a big dog.
What you call it?
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that
Can I
dog?
pet
Can
that
I
dog?
pet that
That
dog?
shit is
No, he's
Can I pet
sleeping.
that dog?
I don't want to. But that's all I got for today, man. Well, y'all got anything else y'all want to chop it up about?
Hey, man, what's some things that we leaving in 2023?
separate yourself, man. How Jay every day say all the time, nigga, we all black, but we not all black. like how you said, we all people and we all this, but we're not all that. That's them and I'm me. Separate yourself from that shit. Make sure you push that shit over there. Leave that shit way over there where that shit go. That all that other shit, that bullshit motherfucker be talking about, that pronoun shit. Leave them people over there. They cool. Leave them over there. We gonna come over here.
Them days.
Them zays.
Them
You seen the meme? You ain't seen the thing I put in there? They was actually teaching that shit in the high school.
Oh, yeah.
And she say, don't call me Ms. or Mrs.
yeah.
Just call me Teacher Daryl or whatever fuck his name was.
Just difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm with Jerry there on that. Leave them people over there. Like GXP, we not all black. All skin folks ain't kin folks. And you just go ahead and do something with your tribe and who you fuck with. Like your kind. Like Charleston White say, do stuff with your kind. Find your kind.
What about like baby hairs? Women with the baby hairs, you know what I'm saying? It's combed out.
The crazy
Like
ones,
eyelashes.
yeah. The crazy ones, like their hair will be back here, and then it'll be all baby hairs, like from here to. That's crazy.
That's
bro.
not baby hair. That's your forehead.
Crazy. That's forehead hair.
That's forehead, man. That's not your baby hair. That's your forehead. That you put some hair on it. With some gel. I think we need to make a list of that and probably come back in the topic because it's a lot of things we can leave. We can leave all these letting your kids listen to all this bullshit. We can leave that out there. Let these kids be kids. We can leave this shit here and let them kids be kids in 2024. Quit letting them dance and do all that other shit over there. We can do that.
What individually too?
Individual.
Because I personally don't really. I try to not make do the whole New Year's resolution type of thing.
Yeah.
But I do also try to be better.
Oh, for sure.
I do that every day. I thank God for just giving me one more day to try to be better than what I was yesterday. Chat, what y'all leaving back in 2024? Some of y'all active. DXPH, Sister Every Day,
Cultivate your roots.
Cultivate Your Roots,
D-Money.
D-Money. There's a couple more y'all ain't really said nothing, I know. But what are y'all leaving in 2023? I would really like to know. OG.
DHPX said it's
I know what I'm leaving, man. Hey, no, not I'm leaving, but it should be left, man. Like this Michael Jordan and LeBron talk. Michael, LeBron is GOAT. Come on, man. Come on. We're past it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not even into sports, and I'm tired of hearing that conversation.
However you think, you know what I mean? If you think, LeBron's GOAT, then cool. But just leave that behind. I don't think, either one has made his mark and the other hasn't or whatever. But it's just like, come on, man, we kind of past that.
DHPX said Cap is coming back in 24 like Kobe did. Maul, I need one of these shirts. White folk.
It's a fact. White folk. White folk.
You got that trademark 2024.
But it was one thing that I just realized I want to say earlier. With the whole Patreon thing, I think I know. Okay, I'll speak for what I've witnessed. The bag chasers and what in the videos that are in there in the Patreon to as far as the information that's being provided. Nah, man, it's definitely some stuff that's in there. A lot of stuff that's in there that is not being put on YouTube. Not saying, and I know y'all weren't speaking in absolutes when y'all were talking about that.
Okay.
I know you weren't speaking, but I'm just specifying that I know that one for sure is one is giving information that's not being put on YouTube, and it's building connections amongst other people.
I'm with it. I mean, I follow somebody on Patreon, and it's really only because a lot of times when you're with YouTube, they have so many guidelines and things that you got to follow and words you can't say and so on and so forth, that those videos become demonetized, or those videos are, somebody has put their work. It's like somebody, we put our work in here, we speak for 2 hours or whatever, and then they just take our shit down right away. Well, that's the same thing, but it's still somebody I want to listen to. So for me, I don't mind giving you $4 a month, right? For me, that's a Red Bull. I probably do. So that's fine. But I'm just saying, in general, as a whole, because there's different Patreons that I've subscribed to because I wanted to see what additional content that they had. And it's like niggas got lazy. So they'll start off, with some stuff, and then they get lazy, and you're still collecting money from the Patreon. So if you got, let's say you got 500 Patreons, everybody's paying at least $5 to $10. Well, that's at least $2,500.
Right.
You see
You
what
paying
I'm
your
saying?
mortgage off that shit all
Right.
day, every day.
Whatever percentage goes to Patreon, and it's like you're not creating the content to really justify getting paid that money.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Right?
I agree.
So that's what I'm saying. Where, and again, I get the game is so not told, and I think it definitely should be that. All this free game that people be giving, that's free game. That's free game. It oversaturates the market in anything that you're doing. It's oversaturating. All that free trucking game, right? All that free, I don't know, cooking game, hair game, whatever it is, free. Just because people want likes, they want some, they're chasing clout. You saturating the market for yourself.
Yep, and all people doing is just trying to get a quick bag off of it real quick.
They don't really
They
love
don't really
it.
like it, then love it like that, because that's what the company that I work at, I don't know if they still work at, that's what's happening with us. Like, it's just a whole bunch of people just coming, and you really don't like it. And then you sitting up here, you move over the job to another job to another job, and then you're like, man, I really didn't want to do this in the first place. I thought I could just make some real good money real quick and all that stuff, and then you, just a waste of time. That's really been a stop for somebody else who really wanted to do it.
Yeah, I know in particular, for instance, I mean, he talks about it all the time, but, he just recently did Anton I'm talking about, he did a series where he was live streaming for 6 hours, and he had people that are in the Patreon, he was funding their businesses. Literally just, they come up, they tell them, they pitch their business, like a Shark Tank type of thing. They pitch their business to him, and if he thinks it's a good idea, he'll give them I think he gave the lowest was 500, and the most he gave was 2,000. No equity in the business, none of that. Just giving it to him. Then he's building real estate. He walked people through a lot of things that he went through that they may go through if they're trying to get into real estate and build something from the ground up.
And that should
So-
be how the Patreon should work. If you got subscribers, then they should benefit from, again, you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we all, it's a quid pro quo society, something for something.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm not just giving my money to you just because what I'm saying, you're cute, right? Like this ain't OnlyFans, right? So I'm really, and even that, this is a quid pro quo, right? You expect the OnlyFans person to do something, not just have no videos up there.
Right. Because I've heard a
You
lot
want
of
to see their feet. People are in the feet.
Yeah, for feet pics, you wow. Keep that to yourself.
DHPX said, "I'm just gonna be me like I am every year, or like every year." Naps and Beauty said, "Giving people time who doesn't respect it. Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated."
Everybody do not deserve access to you. Sister, every day. I say that all the time. Everybody do not deserve access. I'm with you on that.
Y'all on DHPX said, "Y'all on U-ish platform. What do you expect?" Cultivate Your Roots said expectations, procrastination, and draining souls, leaving those behind in 2024. If I'm being honest, my answer was procrastination, but I don't want to say it out loud. But yeah, man, it's just being better is what I'm leaving or working on going to do in 2024. Man, I had a mesh.
Okay.
No, I lost it.
You lost it. Was it up there for real?
I had it in my head. I shouldn't see. This is why you to write stuff
Hey,
down.
y'all call in at 1-800-553-7631. Hit the line.
Yeah. I'll just say this, man. It'll keep it short and sweet, man. This is 2024, and you shouldn't wait until the new year to be a better you. You should definitely be a better you starting now. And if you really gonna say I'll wait till 2024 to start doing these things, then you're probably not gonna do it anyway. So if you want to be a better you, then start being a better you now. And last message, DHPX said, let's be honest, y'all going to be doing that ish on January 5th. This has been, go check out the No Absolutes podcast with Will Hill, man. It's a great dude over there. This has been another edition of the KNoWKi podcast. Wear your crown, build your legacy, kings. I'm your man, Spaces.
I'm Jay every day.
I'm your boy Maul. Mean the J.